Are you sitting comfortably, children? Then we'll begin. This is a short film on situated learning and communities of practice, a learning theory promoted by Jean Louvet and Etienne Wenger. The principle is based on the thought that people learn better if they are taught in surroundings which are relevant to the subject matter. In other words, teach mechanics in a garage or doctors in a hospital. This also helps with interaction and collaboration with like-minded students. The theory suggests that we are all involved in communities of practice every day, be it university, sports club, or even self-help groups.
Well, I mean, situated learning, actually that's a term I don't use very often anymore, in part because I think it's often misunderstood. That people think of situated learning like learning is happening in this room, so it's situated in this room. Whereas for me, I'm much more interested in sort of like how does learning as a social process create a geography of practices and identities. And it is in a geography of practices and identities that we situate ourselves as meaning-making beings. Okay, so we use meaning-making tools and resources that are situated in the geography of practices and identities within and across those practices. And to me, that's, in that sense, it is situated in the sense that it is relative to these practices and relative to your trajectory, to your identity as a trajectory through those practices. But very often the term situated has been used to say, oh, knowledge only exists within a small context and therefore does not transfer elsewhere and stuff like this. And to me, that's not the context that
Communities of practice are groups of people who share a concern or a passion for something they do and learn how to do it better as they interact regularly. Situated learning has been shown to help in technology-based learning activities for schools that focus on problem-solving skills. According to Tracy, situated learning sits within the constructivism strand of learning theories, along with adaptation and andragogy. If you are learning in the appropriate surroundings with like-minded students, then learning almost becomes subliminal, or is at least aided by having the ideas and enthusiasm of your peers in close proximity. The concept of community of practice is influencing theory and practice in many domains. From humble beginnings in apprenticeship studies, the concept was grabbed by businesses interested in knowledge management and has progressively found its way into other sectors. It has now become the foundation of a perspective on knowing and learning that informs efforts to create learning systems in various sectors and at various levels of scale, from local communities to single organisations, partnerships, cities, regions, and the entire world.